Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the fourth episode of Sentouin Hakenshimasu. And last episode, our protagonist taught us how to clear a tower the correct way. Because we saw other people trying, but they don't know the right way, so they just kind of failed. Even Snow, I think at some point tried to go jump in there and eventually came back with her tail between her legs. Even had to literally carry her up the tower, so just as always showing her worth to the group. That's kind of what she does. Also, our protagonist got a pretty good paycheck, really making him rethink his position as a spy, right? When you have a spy and you send them somewhere, you better make sure they're pretty loyal or pretty well paid, because you might not get that spy back. I think that's a lesson we may have learned there. So, with all that, let's get into this episode. See what we're up to today. 3, 2, 1, play. Bum 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 bum. You're surprised by this? But there's always a but. Yeah, a chance for glory. She's not gonna pass up on that. Honor, whatever she wants to call it. Same thing. Yeah, you just want to go have him go out there and get killed. I know your scheme. uh, Nobody is surprised. Is he? I'm not sure that's true. That's not the look of a fan. Look of a Twitter follower. You know, this is like essentially an isekai anime, right? Technically, because it's a parallel world and all that. I think it, yeah, technically fits the requirements for that. But I don't think I've ever seen an isekai show where you were isekai'd via spy mission dispatch. Usually it's reincarnation or death or summoning. So I think this actually might be a new one in that regard. So I can appreciate that originality. Like, I love to see that just more isekai shows are getting really creative with the isekai transportation method. Like Truck-kun, he's had a good run, right? But we can branch out a bit more, I think. How to defeat an evil leader. Whatever you say, Snow. Yeah. What do you think about that? That might do it for some people. Oh god, are you okay? Uh, yeah, probably if he's a wuss. If he's petty. Uh, yeah, for now, let's do that. Maybe no one will notice. Yeah, we weren't doing anything. What were you doing? We were just playing with Grim. Like, I came here for blood. Man, he got him pegged. Self-awareness, we don't do that here. Man, they're really laying into him from every corner. Is that a griffin? Well, we have company. Yeah, find a girl that looks at you like that. And we even have a golem. It's a big rock. And here I thought it ran on batteries. Is this some kind of strategy? I will do. I know what part of the army I want to go after. You're all gonna die. Good luck, men. You will be remembered. Go for it. Go for it. Make that griffin your snack, girl. Which means have fun with the rock. I think it wants to play. And the battle begins. You're about to get bitten. Well, here we go. I know what kind of battle I want to see these two do. Why does that look oddly familiar? A guy running from a giant golem, I don't know, it just hit me with some deja vu. Shooting it with a gun didn't work. What a shocker. Have you tried, like, smacking her? I think she's trying to save her energy for when it counts. Get some C4. That would definitely come in handy. That would definitely come in handy. Good thing that's quick and easy to write. Oh. Well, that probably hurt. I mean, it sounded cool, but oh wow, actually did something. What'd you think would happen when you punched a literal rock? Although it's still moving. You're gonna get hit. Dodging in the air is difficult, so... Okay, we don't dodge here. We just block. What a real man does. Well, that is unfortunate timing. I don't know how much longer we can hold this up. Drop those weights off the arm and use the hidden lotus. Yeah, could we move this? Could we hurry this along on a bit of a timetable here? Like dealing with Alexa. Well, that's unfortunate. At least you had a new experience. Yeah, we're about to go into turbo overdrive. Let's see what he can do. It already looks kind of impressive. I'm actually just gonna toss him into the distance. Oh, oh, she's got it, okay. So maybe we don't need to throw it. Although we probably should still do that so it doesn't blow up near us. Yeah, now we can throw it. This is what I call teamwork. Damn. That was actually kind of satisfying, this explosion. In some respects. Well, maybe you should have been awake for these festivities. I'm not sure I would trust this group with that. No offense to any of you, but are we setting up death flags here? Or just making demands? Little column A, little column B. Good to see you're still around. Maybe we could talk no jutsu, get some stalling going. Well, I don't know why I'm surprised. Of course that's how he stalls. Tamani. Yeah, she's pretty good. Snow. What happened to her? Yeah, we didn't get to see much of a follow-up on that. Is she just like face down somewhere in the dirt? My ice sword melted. How could this happen? Because he pushed himself. He was actually doing helpful things, unlike someone. Well, he can't move. I think we established that. Oh, that may have done something. Okay. That's good. Thank you. I'm sure she appreciates that praise. Making more than you bargained for today. I hope you're ready. Well, that is tempting. Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Yes. Well, there's a time to switch allegiances. Because she makes a compelling argument. Yeah, we may be on the wrong side here. I think that's I think that might be safe to say. Are we gonna let him do this? And no. Hey, we got something. Is that important? Yeah, I got that impression as well. Magic stone. Well, I bet you want that back, don't you? Many years. Yeah, she's a lot weaker without it's the point. Somebody might be in trouble. Hey, what's that? Yeah, don't play with it. Well, music has certainly started. How the tables have turned. Oh, we're racking up points, alright. You could say that. It's like, what's happening to our boss over there? Is this part of the plan? Very important stuff for the war effort. Don't even worry about it. How many are we racking up here? Yeah, you're just kind of the worst, aren't you, Snow? Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that yet. And why would we do that? Damn. You're a bad guy, you can't complain. This is our hero, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Kurisu. How badly do you... How badly do you want it? Well... Another successful mission completed by our heroic protagonist. Any more questions? Good time for celebration. Yeah, not a lot of help from you, Snow. Except for maybe one bit. Yeah, we're all in a pretty good mood, I'd say. Because, I mean, it was an overall success, so... I swear this is just Konosuba sometimes. little bit tsundere there. More like... I hope you're taking notes. Yeah, with your non-existent sword. What just brought him back drunk? I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Didn't even get him fully through the door. Just his way of showing affection. Oh no, somebody took that literally. But she wouldn't actually kill him despite what she says, so I'm not worried about that. I still don't like this guy whispering in her ear. And Elliot maybe put it mildly. Duh. Yeah, that all of a sudden shows up your spine. Sudden backstory. I would explain a few things. Yes, no, her contributions were minimum. But what about 6? I'm glad you can acknowledge that. I don't think she understands what you think she understands. But she can never prove that. And does he have to, every time you see his face, he always just looks so skeezy. Because he's a bad guy. Like in a different sort of way than you're a bad guy. Thinking of all our precious memories together as a unit. We've had some good times these past few episodes. Some laughs, some drinks. There you go. Yeah, I'm sure things work out for you eventually. Is this gonna lead to something bad? Very roundabout insult. That'd be something. And he's not even speaking Japanese, is he? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, this could be a problem. Yeah, this guy's just an idiot. Like, there is no excuse not to say that in Japanese. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I do wish the show did what Mushoku Tensei did with the language, where they actually had a different language when they were speaking a different language, rather than the imagination that this show requires. Because definitely, like, causes issues. It's not a huge deal or anything. And they probably don't think it's worth the effort, but it would be nice, that's all I'm saying. Because I'm still impressed by Mushoku Tensei's dedication to that. I know I can't really hold other shows of that standard, but the show's still pretty fresh in my mind, so. Not that it would matter too much to an English-speaking audience, because it'll just be gibberish, but still. Well, until the last 5 seconds, yeah. To be a hero. Wait, is look forward to it also part of the title? I guess it is. Wow, she really lit up that blush. That was like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer nose, except the whole face. Okay. Well, that was the fourth episode of Sentouin Hakenshimasu, and another solid episode for sure. Now, we had our protagonist go on another mission, as he has a tendency to do. And this one, it was by a certain strategist guy, tactician, whatever they called him, right? Because he doesn't like 6. I mean, a lot of people don't like 6, right? He's got that kind of a scummy personality, right? Not exactly the most honorable sort of guy, so that kind of character does tend to kind of make enemies, right? So he is one of them, and he's kind of essentially the main antagonist to 6, I would say at this point, considering how much conspiring against him he did in just this episode, right? Because he had him sent on this mission that he was just hoping would get him killed, right? That was pretty much everybody picked up on that, I think. Even 6, our idiot here, picked up on it. The battle itself was pretty exciting. We actually had like a big old golem, right? Which obviously you can't just like swing your sword at it. It's a pretty unconventional enemy in that regard. Usually you need either some big old cannon or explosive kind of power or a weapon, right? So Alice breaks out the C4. It's a good opportunity to use it. And we did. Of course, we couldn't just rely on that. We did have our protagonist get in there and actually like release some restraints of his suit and stuff to really like basically go 100%, right? Releasing all restraints, and he actually got to 1v1 that golem in a battle of strength pretty well, and it got him to kind of stay put long enough to get that C4 on him and just tossed him away so he could go boom in the sky. And at that point, it was mostly just a matter of dealing with Heine, I think her name was, right? We had to deal with her. Actually, while that was going on, we had Snow dealing with her. I mean, attempting to deal with her. Like, honestly, I did not expect that to go well, because Snow is she's kind of a butt of the jokes kind of character, right? So things often don't go super well for her. She talks about her nice sword with all the payments on it or whatever, and she comes back and like, my sword melted, make me feel better. Well, she didn't exactly say that, but she was quite upset about it for sure. But yeah, we did eventually take care of Heine for sure. We like took her fancy magic stone and just essentially made her strike poses and stuff, like pretty typical 6 behavior, right? And we did not give it back to her. She apparently was under the misunderstanding that we were going to, but we were never going to do that. You're not going to give the enemy back their special powerful stone. Like, that's not a thing a smart person would do. Not that 6 is a smart person, but he wouldn't do that, right? So she essentially in the end just kind of left with her tail between her legs. I'm sure she'll be a Harem member in no time at all. But yeah, seeing her do the poses and the blushing and all that as her army or subordinates are just kind of watching, that's got to be a fairly humiliating experience, I would imagine. So it was enjoyable for me as a result of that. And Grimm actually didn't even do a whole lot. Like, she just kind of she was essentially out of it this time, right? Even Rosa did more than her. She like bit a griffin, which I don't think that quite worked out. I think she was saying how it wasn't great near the end there, but yeah, that was still a very important role. And then we had some great fun drinking alcohol and having a great time. Classic after mission, successful mission, celebratory kind of stuff, right? We even actually used the T word to describe Snow. I mean, of course we did. She was throwing out some of those very stereotypical tsundere lines, like "don't get the wrong idea," don't misunderstand, that kind of stuff, right? Because she always talks about hating him and wanting to kill him, but we know that's never actually going to happen, right? And that was actually put to the test in this episode. Our sleazy tactician guy over here, he was trying to like whisper evil thoughts into her ear, try to get her onto his side, because he's probably just gonna target anyone that looks like they could possibly have a grudge against 6, right? And she's a good example of that, especially since she's in a position close to him. So any kind of assassination attempt, she's almost like the perfect position for it, motivation wise and actual position wise. So it makes a lot of sense that he would go after her, but I don't think she likes the strategist guy too much either. Like, I mean, the look on her face when he put his hands on her shoulders, I mean, that said it all right there, I think. But in the end, yeah, she's not gonna do that. She decided against it. However, she did go to his room and overhear eavesdropping some of that spy talk, and that spy thing was already kind of on her mind because the strategist reminded her of it. So. But now she knows there's something going on there because, like an idiot, he didn't just speak it in the language that nobody but them understands, which is usually what you would do when talking about something secret. But I mean, he was probably still drunk. I guess that would play a decent role in it. I guess, but still, You can't be doing that, right? If you're a spy, you gotta have a bit more discipline, a bit more sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Presence of mind. I think that's what I was looking for. Than to do that. So I mean, regardless, he messed up. He messed up, and I wonder how he'll recover from that. Will we just like tell her the whole truth and well, probably not. I don't think anything good could come of that. Or just try to fool her. I don't know. I'm not sure what we'll come up with. I mean, I'll leave it to Alice to figure something out there. I mean, she was the one that kind of came up with our initial backstory that we told Snow when we first met her, right? So maybe she can get something figured out. Because luckily they can switch into Japanese now and have a quick little talk between themselves to get like some kind of consistent story to fool her, right? So they still have that advantage. But that's like the only real advantage that they have. So, yeah, pretty good episode. I quite liked it. I still quite enjoy the show. And I look forward to the next episode. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.